welcome back, my dear future stars of Max and my viewers and my subscribers. Now, I would like to thank my viewers and subscribers for watching my videos. Please watch this video without skipping any part. So, in this video, we are going to start our new exercise 2.4. So, what is the first sum in it? State whether which of the following sets are empty and which are not. So now you have to find whether the set is a null set or a set which contains elements in it. Okay. So the first bit is the set of lines passing through a given point. So what we'll get the answer here? It is given that a point is there and through this how many lines can pass. Can it pass or not? So we'll see. I can draw here one line A and AB through this point. Again I can draw one more line C, D. Again we can draw one more line E, F. So like this, how many lines we can draw? Infinite lines we can draw. Okay. So what will be the answer for this? Suppose if we write the name of the set as X, then the answer for it will be, first line is AB, then CD, then EF. Like this, many more lines we can draw here. So what we will get here? Infinite. So is the set empty? No, because it contains few elements in it. Not only few, infinite elements are there. So it is not an empty set. What is the answer for this? Not an empty set. Since it contains element, it is not an empty set. So now what is the second question? Set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. What do you understand from these, students? First it is given odd natural numbers. That means the natural numbers which are odd. Okay. So what are the natural numbers? First of all, natural numbers will be 1, 2, 3, so on. Okay, these are natural numbers. Among these natural numbers, what are odd numbers? Do you know, students? Odd numbers are numbers which when divided by 2 gives remainder what? 1. Those numbers are called odd numbers. That is, when we divide, we get remainder 1. So, 1. If we divide with 2, what will get remainder? 1. See. 2 when we 1 when we divide with 2. 2 zeros are 0. So remainder will be 1. So what is the first odd number? 1. Then when we divide 2, what will get? 0. So it is not an odd number. The next number 3. So when we divide 3 with 2, we will get 1 remainder. So this will be the next odd number. So similarly 4 will be even. The next one will be odd. 1 is even, 1 is odd. Okay. So 1, 3, 5, 7, so on. All these are odd numbers. Okay. So now what is given? Set of odd natural numbers divisible by 2. Now you can understand. Are any among these is any number divisible by 2? First of all, what is the definition? When we divide by 2, what we are going to get? Remainder 1. So we will not get any odd number that will be divisible by 2. Okay. So what is the set here? Suppose if we write name as Y for this set, are we getting any numbers? No, because whenever we divide a odd number with 2, we'll get 1 as remainder. Okay. So we are going to get an empty set. So it is an empty set. No elements in the set. So it is an empty set. Now the third bit is X, says that X is a natural number and X less than 5 and X greater than 7. So what is given? We will write that in roster form. It is given in set builder. So we will convert this to roster form and see. Let's write the name of the set as Z. Okay. X less than 5. That means the numbers which are less than 5. Okay. Among natural numbers. So natural numbers start with 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So less than 5 is given. So all the numbers which are less than 5 I wrote here. Then what is given? And x greater than 7. Next what we have to write? The numbers which are greater than 7. So what are those numbers? 8, 9, 10. Like this we can write infinite numbers here. So is this set containing elements? Yeah. Yes. So what we can conclude? It is not an empty set. Now what is the next bit? X says that X is a common point to any two parallel lines. Can we draw two? First what we have to do? First we will draw two parallel lines. Okay. For fourth sum, what we have to do? We have to draw two parallel lines. What does it mean? The lines which are like this. Okay. They are called parallel lines. The angle between these two will be 180 degrees. So what is given? X is a common point to any two parallel lines. Can there be a common point for these two lines? If we place a point here, is it possible to place the same point here? No, we cannot draw a point on both the lines at a time, because when we exceed this line, it will go like this. Then when we exceed this also, it will go like this. Okay, so there will be no common point for two parallel lines. Okay, so for this the answer is no common point. So it will be an empty set. Okay, so it is also an empty set. Now the fifth bit is set of even prime numbers. So what are prime numbers? Do you know, students? Prime numbers are numbers which has only two factors, that is 1 and itself only. Okay, 1 and itself as factors. Those numbers are called prime numbers. So you should, by now you should know what all prime numbers are there between 1 and 100. So what are the prime numbers? First we'll write that all. Okay. You should remember 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. Okay. So prime number starts from 2. Then 3. Then 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. Now you should note one thing. Among these prime numbers, the number, you leave this for 2, okay, and check the other numbers. All the other prime numbers which are left are odd numbers. Okay, you can see 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. All remaining all prime numbers, they will be what? Odd. But what is 2? 2 is an even number. So only one even prime is there. Among all prime numbers, only one number is even. Okay. So what we will get in the set here? Suppose we write the name as W, or P also you can write. Since it is given P, we can name it as P also. Okay. P or W. So what we will get? In the set we will get a number, a element 2, since it is an even prime number. Okay, so is it empty set? No, because we are getting one element in it, not an empty set. Okay, is it clear, students? How to find out whether it is an empty or non-empty set? Now we will do the next sum. Now the next sum is state whether the following sets are finite or infinite. What does finite and infinite mean? Finite means if the set of elements are countable, then it is called finite set. Infinite means if we cannot count the number of elements, then it is called as infinite set. So we will do the bits in this sum. Okay, the first bit is the set of elements, the set of months in a year. So can we write that, students? Since it is given year, I am naming this set as Y. Can I write the elements here? That is the names of the months. Yeah, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. So the first and last element is known, and how many elements are there, that also we know. That is, it is countable. How many are there? 12 are there. So this set is called as finite set. Okay, when we can count the number of elements, then that set is called as finite set. Is it clear, students? Now we'll do the second bit. What is given? 1, 2, 3, then dots are given, then 99, 100. So in this set, the middle elements are not written, only dots are given. Okay, so first element is 1, and one element is increasing, 2, 3 natural numbers. Okay, then the last element is 100, that is from 1 to 100. That means how many elements are there in this set? By seeing this last element, we can say that 100 are there. Okay, so what we can conclude, is it a finite set or infinite set? It is a finite set, since first and last elements are known, and we can write and count the middle elements, all the including first and last element, we can say that it is a finite set. Okay, now the third sum, the set of prime numbers smaller than 99. So can we write those numbers, prime numbers? Yes, 2, 3, 5, 7, like this. 9 below 99 it's given. Okay, so what is the last prime number? It will be 97. We all know that in between how many prime numbers are there. If you don't know, you remember. Okay, from 1 to 100, all the prime numbers are 25. Okay, so it is countable. So we can say that it is also a finite set. The set of letters in the English alphabet. So we'll convert it to roster form. So what are the letters? A, B, C, D, till what? Z. Okay. So how many elements are there, do you know? Yes, we can count how many alphabets are there. How many are there? You all know that. How many are there? 26. First and last is known, and we can count the number of elements in the set. So what it is called? It is also a finite set. And the fifth bit is the set of lines that can be drawn parallel to the x-axis. So if suppose this is the x-axis, okay, then can we draw a parallel line to this? Yes, we can draw a line here. Then again one more line we can draw. Then again one more line. Again one more line. Here also parallel. So infinite number of parallel lines can be drawn. Okay. So what we'll get here? First name, if we suppose A, B we write, then C, D, then E, F. Like this, many more lines can be drawn. Number of lines cannot be counted. Here can we count? No. So many lines can be drawn. So what we can write, is it a finite or infinite set? It is an infinite set. Okay. Since we cannot count how many lines can be drawn, infinite number of lines can be drawn parallel to the x-axis. Similarly to y-axis also we can draw infinite lines. Okay, in exam they can ask x-axis or y-axis. Okay, don't be confused. Now the next bit is the set of numbers which are multiples of 5. So what is the set? Multiples of 5. So 5, next it will be 10, 15, 20, 25. Like this, many more can be written. We cannot write the last number here. Okay. So, is it countable, students? No. Infinite are there. So, what we can write? It is an infinite set. Now, what is the last one? The set of circles passing through the origin 0, 0. So, if this is the axis, here origin means this point, okay, 0, 0. So can we draw circles passing through this? Here, point, from this point. So like this we can draw, or it might be like this. Okay, passing through. So many number of circles can be drawn, infinite. Or from this point only, if you want, you can increase the radius and draw the circles. Okay, like this, passing through. Anything can be there. Okay. So what will be the answer? How many circles we can draw? Many are there. Okay. So what we can write? It is an infinite set. We cannot count number of circles which can be drawn through the what? Origin. Okay. Now we will do the last example, which is very important, and these type of sums appear in the exam in our next coming video. So be connected with us, and also we will draw the Venn diagrams for few sums, okay, in our next video.